Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's David Palmer, the Leo King, and I'm live. I know I haven't been live for a minute. Live stream studio still hasn't been built, but at least I got the office up. So I want to talk tonight a little bit about updates about what's going on with the Leo King Network, Future Life, the Astrology, of course, that's going on. There's actually a lot to talk about, not only astrologically, more than probably ever. I mean, if you just look at the astrology right now, it's pretty overwhelming, but there's also just a lot going in the changes that I'm making to this whole entire platform from which people are going to be ingesting the content from me. So it's just going to be a little bit of an update here, talk about some of this pretty big stuff going on right now astrologically, and a little bit of a check-in. So, first of all, well, we're at the new year. It has been kind of a crazy holiday new year. Definitely, I want to say it's one that I won't forget, but in the weirdest, ways. I mean, it just is the sobering effects of Saturn that I think we're really all feeling. It can be harsh. I mean, people, it can be harsh, but I think that there's so much, if you're going to do the work right now, if you're going to be moving forward, if you're going to be making things happen, it's not as bad. But if you're, I don't know, not wanting to do the work, or you're wanting to slack off right now, man, it's like the universe kind of is pounding things kind of hard on people. So, I mean, I brought up on an article, the sickness thing going around right now is everywhere. I mean, I'm only 33 years old, but I mean, in my whole life, I've never seen this many people sick everywhere, right? And I think that this is a major proof that, in what I've seen in the astrology over the last 5 years, that I really believe we're at a major crossroads that just happened. And I believe that we're all adjusting to the new vibration and the new energy. It's extreme right now. There's a lot of extremities that are going on in the astrology. So, it's like when you have this much extreme energy happening, I think a lot of it is to learn that it's okay. It's all working for the right thing. It's all working for the right energy for you. It's not like you should freak out about it. Like some people, I think, are freaking out about things. This is a very sobering time. It is definitely a time to get your shit together. It's definitely a time to make things happen. It's definitely not a very vacation-y vibe, I mean, when you look at this astrology with this triple conjunction happening of the Sun, Venus, and Pluto, all at the same time while Jupiter and Mars are in sextile, I mean, let's be honest, you don't get much more power in the universe. Like, it literally is kind of a Frankenstein moment, like when the right amount of juice is coming up. But it is Capricorn, and it is Pluto and Capricorn. So it's like we're all being forced to face extreme changes in how we go about our day-to-day lives, how we build our lives, and the adult part of ourselves that are coming up so extreme right now. There's so many parts of ourselves, adult-wise, that are coming up, and it's showing where we're childish. It's showing where, like for me, I'm usually a really bad sick person. Usually I'm like, I'm out, can't do shit, like, and it'll be like the weakest cold in the world. Like, I'm a dramatic Leo. I'm an over-dramatic freak, right? Like, I just, like, that's how Leos are. But it was interesting being sick during Saturn and Capricorn and all the entry into Capricorn. It was like, I got stuff to do. I got to make things happen. Okay, I got to rest here. I got to get up early in the morning and do this, so I'm going to get enough sleep, and I'm going to do this. And I didn't, it's like not much complaining going on like I usually do. So it's like weird. It's like the adult in all of us is coming out. Mercury's finally coming out of Sagittarius this week. It's been here for over 2 months. So when Mercury's in its detriment, right, and it's in the sign that it's not happy in, it definitely is going to bring a lot more clarity into people's lives, but it's coming right into Saturn, right? So I think with Mercury coming on top of Saturn this week, this is going to be the first time that we're going to truly, I think, mentally get what this whole new chapter is about. I think we've been a little bit in between worlds still. We've joined this whole entire new chapter. We've joined this whole entire new, place and where we're going forward in our life. And I think a lot of it is like, oh, wow, this is exciting, but all the pieces haven't really come together, or all the understandings of things haven't really come together. This is definitely going to be one of those weeks where everything kind of falls into itself. Everything finally comes into some sort of clarity, I guess you could say. Now, I don't think it is like the most rock star, out of this world, like, holy camole. I think that it's more grounded and more like, yes, it came together. Now let's do something about it. Let's continue moving. You know, one thing about Capricorn is, and you wouldn't think about it, even though it's a patient sign and it's a step-by-step sign, it definitely is about moving forward all the time. It's a cardinal sign. So going backwards doesn't work in Capricorn. It does not like backwards. It likes forwards. And Saturn's been very unhappy over the last, 2.5 years. If you think about where you were at in your life over the last 2.5 years, it was exciting, but it was this and that and everything. And now everything's stopping. You know, one thing about all this energy right now, especially with the sun coming on top of Pluto the next day, and Venus on top of the sun, and Saturn and Mercury coming up, and Saturn in its natural sign, everything is like freeze framing on a rhythm. There's something about like how Capricorn or the earth signs are about rhythm. And so this is like about finding a new rhythm and a new beat in how you go about your day-to-day life. And it's not that it's like extremely exciting doing the most basic foundation of fundamental rhythm of getting into emotion in your life right now, but it is where the greatest rewards are. So I think that there's a lot of good news with that. I think that there's a lot of positive energy going on right now. Like, I think that it's just not in the way of like, party vibe. It's much more like, man, I'm getting this done. Man, I'm moving to the right direction. Man, I'm getting in this new rhythm in my life, and this is the rhythm that I want to go. Remember, all the planets are direct. Jupiter and Mars just made a major conjunction. They're all the sun. If you actually break this down on a very deep and fundamental level, the sun over this week is being hit by more energy than it's been hit in such a long time. I mean, literally, when I look at the chart and I look at the sun has a Sun-Jupiter sextile, a Sun-Mars sextile, a Sun-Pluto conjunction, a Sun-Venus conjunction, Sun square Uranus this week, Sun square Chiron this week, the Moon square the Sun, which is one of it is overwhelming. Okay, the Sun is going through that much stuff. Now, what is the Sun? The Sun definitely is dealing with the day of reality, the day-to-day life, the way that we're going through the cosmos, and the way that our soul's conscious awareness is going to go through changes. Now, out of all those things I listed, most of the things that are going on are actually very positive. So I think that this is an extremely big moment of realizing this is the new life. This is the new world. And even though it's exciting, it's got a lot of anchors to it, right? Like, there's not, especially with the Sun square Uranus week, it's not like this is a week where you realize there's a lot of freedom. It's like, no, I'm able to go in the direction I want. And I don't want to say that it feels like jail, but it's almost like, when you launch a rocket into space, it's not like you can just fly the rocket around to whatever planet you want whenever. When they planned Voyager 1 and 2, they had to align it on a once in 100 and, I think it was 163, or I forgot the year. It was like it was over 120 years. I know it's between 120 and 160. I forgot the exact. I'm not a Voyager 1 or 2 person, but they aligned the Voyager missions with the satellites, right? To be able to, well, they're more than satellites, but still, these spaceships to literally hit the planets on the right angle. So this is at a moment in our lives where you realize you're catapulting yourself and you're picking a destination, but you can't alter course. You have to pick a course and you have to stay that course. You just can't kind of just out of nowhere be like, oh my God, I'm just going to get off this course right now, and just change courses. No, this is definitely not a time where you could just change courses right now in life. you have to like stay on the course and be on that course. And I think if you're going to make a course adjustment, you have to think 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 moves ahead before you just start fucking around and just changing things up, randomly. So I think that there's a lot that's coming up about that, is like learning like, oh, okay, so I am changing things in my life, but gosh, I'm not going to just go crazy about them, or I'm not going to just, just out of nowhere, just, okay, I'm changing things right at the end of the, it's like not a good time to make those kind of changes. That's what the whole end of the year was about, and I've used the analogy of chess, like pulling the queen out. Like if you're going to pull that mother effing queen, which you got to pull the queen out right now, like you don't get too many alignments like this in the astrology. And if you look at the whole year of 2018, I hate to be very blunt and honest with you all, but there's not a lot of very big moving forward energy through the year. And this is it right now. So it's like you take your best shot right now and you aim in the right direction and you propel yourself and let the afterburners and all of whatever fuel you have right now go in that direction and use that for your advantage, So anyway, this is such a weird setup. I'm really not having the live stream studio is kind of a biatch, I will be honest, but I will live. Construction's still going on, so I'll give everybody just a quick little update what's going on here. So moved into the new studios, got the office built. The basic operations for just the office are here, finally. But the studio, the area with all the sets, they're not done yet. They're not ready yet. So, it's kind of hard, I got to do it off my cell phone, but it's cool at the moment, I mean, it just is what it is. Future Life should be out next week, it looks like. We were hoping this week, but more construction on the apps, right? So more things on the app that didn't work. But that's going on there. And then I'm starting a bunch of new shows. So this channel's going to be popping mid to end of January. You're going to be seeing content with astrology, spirituality, and this is more than just Future Life. This is another network I'm starting. Conspiracy theories, news stories. I mean, this thing is I'm gonna be real. If you're not ready for this channel and a lot of content and a lot of video and a lot of live streams and a lot of energy and a lot of crazy stuff that I'm gonna talk about, you might want to unsubscribe, because this thing is gonna be popping a lot. This Facebook thing is gonna be nonstop. So I'm just putting it out there, just getting people ready. There's also going to be a whole new music show that I'm doing, with actually a talk show, like about music and how it vibrates with spirituality, how it vibrates in the world, how it is in the community. And I mean, there's a lot of things in it. So a lot of stuff going on, But I'm going to be super happy to have a studio. I'll give you guys just like a quick little tour before I go here. So that's my office. Got the windows closed. We still haven't. We got all these hallways with all these offices. So this is gonna be like the reading room. But so much has to get done in here. It's an empty room, and I'm gonna get rid of that couch because it's ugly. But anyways, so this is where I'm doing readings. By the way, people want to know about me and readings in 2018. It looks like I'm not going to do any Skype or phone readings. I will only do in-person readings in this room. So if you're in the California area and you want a reading, the only way will be to book for an in-person reading. Oh, I need my keys. Hold on one second. So, I know some people have been asking about readings, but yeah, that's something that's I'm not going to be doing here at this new studio. We do got the new Well, the construction has started on this, but it's not fully up yet. On the music studio portion of things. So this is the music studio. It's not there. We're gonna build a whole entire big studio. We're putting a big vocal cage in there. That'll be cool. Little voice box. But we got to redo this whole thing. Right now, this is just a empty studio with a bunch of equipment. But it's going to be really cool. Like 2 weeks, this is going to be a full-blown music studio. It'll be pretty cool with that. And then I'm turning this into a control room. This is going to be the war room. But the war room's pretty empty right now. It's a couple nights just at the end with that, where I've been doing my sun sign horoscopes. But this is going to be the control room that's going to be doing everything that's outside, all the sets, all the videos. This is going to be where we're going to have the interns doing social media. We're looking for interns right now. So if you're in Orange County or LA and you want to intern and learn how to do live streaming or learn how to do video, learn how to do production, and I'll even certify you if you want to get certified. Or put stuff on IMDb and stuff for some of the documentaries we're doing with one of my companies, hit me up right now. Hit up info@theleoking.com if you want to be an intern or you want to be part of that. So tomorrow we're going to have a bunch of sets start being built over there. All the equipment finally got bought and purchased, and there's a couple sets that we're putting up tomorrow from another shop down the street. But once we get these sets in here, and we got to get rid of this noise. Hear that? So we're almost done with that, which is going to be really cool. That green screen room is becoming a full-blown, top to bottom green screen. That's the old green screen. I got to get rid of that, but that's what I'm using until all the construction works. So we're almost there. I mean, we're getting there, but there's still a lot of work to do. So anyway, that's about it, guys. We're almost there. The shop is almost done. We're painting cabinets, putting workbenches in here, and this is going to be Leo King Racing right in here. So that's getting done. That'll be done at the end of this week. But and then this is going to be from that yellow pole to right here, all the way down. This is going to be 1,000 square foot stage for DJing. It's going to be super cool, with a bar, with couches. It's going to be for my new live stream shows. It's going to be a full-blown live stream club. It's going to be pretty cool. And then this hole right here is going to be a stage. I'm going to start doing live streams that are going to be spiritual sermons, where I'm going to have I'm going to say it, I'm going to be creating a Leo King kind of church with other speakers and other people. And so it's going to be a really big stage with people that are going to be able to sit all right here and watch. There's going to be truss and lighting. And I'm going full-blown spiritual church online. And for people that are local that want to come by, it'll have that aspect. And then everything's going to be kind of blocked off each set and everything. So it's a lot of work. We're getting there. I mean, it's just we're almost there. We're almost there. You know what I mean? We're almost there. So close, so close. Well, I got to get home because I haven't eaten dinner, and it's been a long, long day. So thanks for joining me today, and I hope any of the advice that I gave astrologically was good. I'm kind of all over the place, and once I get back to my normal spot, it'll feel so much better. We're almost there, though. But anyway, so close, so close. I think that's what we all kind of feel like everything's going forward, but we're so close. Somebody said spiritual TBN. You know what's so funny is I think it was TBN, Trinity Broadcasting Network. They were based down the street from here in Orange County, and they had the most gaudy building, and they went out of business. So, anyway, TBN went out of business. But Or at least maybe their office went out of business. But anyway, so there's going to be a lot going on. Sending you all my best. Talk to you later. Peace.